I'm trying to break my addiction. Destiny, I don't know, but I'm gonna have to go to meetings. But my addiction toward stalking people on Instagram also has to stop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
I get obsessed with people, and I gotta stop it.
Uh-huh.
I have a lot of problems right now, man. I'm in my mid-40s. I might be having a midlife crisis. I'm kind of lost, in like obsessions.
Are you gonna buy a motorcycle and a Ferrari?
Like, did you have a motorcycle?
No,
That's my motorcycle.
we got rid of that. Well, she sold it. They sold it,
Yeah.
right?
And gave it a
Gave it away. You gave it away.
borrowed. It's borrowed right now.
It's borrowed.
Yeah.
So,
It's a Harley.
you guys don't know. How old are you, George, again?
37 now?
Oh, so I'm pretty much the oldest here
Mm-hmm.
by a long way, I think.
Uh-huh.
Right? You're 37, so I'm 8 years older than you. I think my face looks pretty young.
You look
Look young.
amazing. I am in just absolute envy of how young you look. It's so unfair.
Yeah, but inside my body is Pat Morita, like broken down.
About to die.
I'm about to die, I think. Yeah. And another thing is that I think about my parents a lot lately. Like, I think, I lay in bed and I think, is my dad gonna die? Like, I think that because it can happen at any moment. And when you get into this age, it's inevitably gonna happen sooner than later.
Mm-hmm.
And you think about it and you obsess about it.
Can I give you like words of wisdom? Coming from somebody who thought about her dad dying for 4 straight years. Thinking about it and obsessing about it every day didn't make it any less or more painful when he finally did pass. So for 3 or 4 years, my dad was basically like bedridden, incapable of moving around, like very, very sick, right? And every day I thought, am I going to come back from school and I'm going to find him dead on the bed? Every day I just thought I would get that phone call. So I was always like tense. But, the day that he finally passed, I thought to myself that having 3 years of that would make it less painful for me. I'm like, okay, I already know he's going to pass inevitably. So maybe when he does pass, I'll accept it much quicker. And I didn't. It was just as painful. Whether you're prepared or in fear of someone's death, it is
doesn't
just
help
as
me.
painful. I'm just saying that there's no point in obsessing about it every day or having it worry you or thinking that you might prepare yourself for it, because it's the final outcome is just going to hurt no matter what. So just accept that at the end of it, it's just going to hurt a lot. And that's okay that it hurts a lot.
But then you also question then, like, where do we go? Is there a God? And all those like things.
What do you
pop up.
believe in?
I don't know. I don't know what
Did you say AA is Christian based?
No,
It's not?
No.
Okay.
It's there's elements stolen from maybe there's a book called Sermon on the Mount in the Bible and whatever. But there's a lot of things taken out of the Quran and other things also.
But you
know?
have to believe in a God, right? In AA.
Well, no, you believe in a higher power, but it's not even that. It's just that do you have consciousness? I mean, are you aware that you're dead? Is there something, or are you just like absorbed into this gigantic energy ball?
Maybe.
Or is it something that we don't even know what it is, like an endless sea of black nothingness, and you're like a tennis ball floating in it, and you're literally you're like, I'm a tennis ball, I'm floating in this black nothingness, and then like once every 3,000 years, another tennis ball will float next to you, and you can't say hello.
Oh,
You just float next to each other,
See
and then you
each
kind of
other.
drift apart, and that is a nightmare.
I want, before I die, for there to be a technology to download all my information from my brain, my character, my experiences, my fears, my loves, and then to be able to put that into something in the future, whether it
Like
be
a
an
robot?
AI. Yeah, but I want it to be downloadable,
Well, the hands and the feet will be rusty because of the water coming out of the hands. I mean,
That's why I do envy people who are religious. Like my aunt has cancer right now and she's in so much peace and she's just like, look, like she's just so much faith in a process that I don't believe in. So in a sense, like I am very, very envious of people who have a God that they turn to for everything. They have this radical acceptance of everything that may happen because it's his plan. And there is a huge safety in that. And I envy that because I don't have that.
It's a gigantic safety. It's, you know, if you're an atheist and you believe in nothingness, then I believe that you live every moment to its fullest. But it's like inevitably, how do you not think of the afterlife? I'm sorry, this is supposed to be a comedy podcast,
No,
but
it's-
you know, it's because of it's Kalila's birthday, and I want to talk about real things right now. It's just that what I mean, I don't. So I'm caught in between because I'm in 12-step groups, and I believe there is a higher power and whatnot, but I don't know exactly what it is. And just that question of what is it consumes me sometimes, you know. And like, where does my dad go? Because he doesn't believe in anything, you know. So it's just a frightening thought. And so, and you're young, Gilbert. How old are you? 27.
27, yeah.
God, I mean, I had no thoughts of death at 27.
That's not true. I was obsessing about death when I was 16.
Yeah, but when you get to 45. You're right. I mean, I would think about it every once in a while, but when you're 45 and you get closer to the end, I think it intensifies.
Oh, I'm sure. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a study out there that shows like a side by side of like a link between anxiety and lack of faith. I think that people who don't subscribe to a religion, I guarantee you are generally more anxious than the people who believe in something. Because there's so much uncertainty in what I feel every day because I don't subscribe to any of that. I don't think that there's a God that dictates how my life is going to pan out, and it does make me anxious.
But can I say, I know, but it's funny because I do know a solution.
What's the solution?
It works every time. And I haven't been doing it.
Double suicide.
No. And I'm going to say something really cheesy, but for me, it's a truth. If I just get out of myself and not think about myself and help other people, you just start thinking about those kind of things.
That's true.
You know, so that's why AA or 12-step groups are so helpful, because it's a part of the steps. You know, they realize that, alcoholism and drug addiction is such a selfish disease that, helping others and getting out of yourself, like, going up to a newcomer and going, hey, do you want a coffee? Tell me about how you feel and what's going on with you. Do you need a ride home? Things of that nature. You tend to not think about yourself. And I think that just giving is the solution. And right now, I'm not giving anything. I'm taking shit from space.
And
In
for
Destiny.
me, sucking my soul.
I'm not sucking your soul.
Just kidding.
Am I sucking your soul?
No, in healthy amounts of sucking.
What kind of answer was that?
No. No.